Drew Brees gave a lengthy response later to our Mike Triplett saying, quote, "I love and respect my teammates and I stand right there with them in regards to fighting for racial equality and justice. I also stand with my grandfathers who risked their lives for this country and countless other military men and women who do it on a daily basis." Brees' teammate, Malcolm Jenkins, had a very strong reaction to those comments. This was from an Instagram post which he subsequently deleted.
Our communities are under siege, and we need help. And what you're telling us is, don't ask for help that way. Ask for a different way. I can't listen to it when you ask that way. We're done asking, Drew. And people who share your sentiments, who express those and push them throughout the world, the airways, are the problem. And it's unfortunate because I considered you a friend. I looked up to you. You're somebody who I had a great deal of respect for. But sometimes you should shut the f*** up.
Malcolm Jenkins was not done there. Again, that was a post he subsequently deleted, but he did then post another emotional video on Instagram, once again calling out Drew Brees.
Drew, unfortunately, you're somebody who doesn't understand their privilege. You don't understand the potential that you have to actually be an advocate for the people that you call brothers. You don't understand the history and why people like me, people with my skin color, whose grandfather fought for this country, who served, and I still protested against that, not against the national anthem, but against what was happening in America and what the fabric of this country is for, or stands for. If you don't understand that other people experience something totally different than you, then when you talk about being the brotherhood and all this other bullshit, it's just lip service, or it's only on the field. Because when we step off this field and I take my helmet off and I'm a black man walking around America and I'm telling you I'm dealing with these things, I'm telling you my communities are dealing with these things, and your response to me is, don't talk about that here. This is not the place. Drew, where is the place, Drew?
Michael Thomas, another of Brees' teammates, also responded yesterday, tweeting seemingly in response, quote, "He don't know no better," and then tweeting subsequently, "We don't care if you don't agree," and whoever else. How about that? Now, bear with me a moment here, because Drew Brees has just in the last 5 minutes posted a lengthy apology on Instagram. I'm going to do my best. I'm reading it off of my phone as this literally just came, so I'm going to read it to you now. This is from Drew Brees. "I would like to apologize to my friends, teammates, the city of New Orleans, the black community, the NFL community, and anyone I hurt with my comments yesterday. In speaking with some of you, it breaks my heart to know the pain I have caused. In an attempt to talk about respect, unity, and solidarity centered around the American flag and the national anthem, I made comments that were insensitive and completely missed the mark on the issues we are facing right now as a country. They lacked awareness and any type of compassion or empathy. Instead, those words have become divisive and hurtful and have misled people into believing that somehow I am an enemy. This could not be further from the truth, and it is not an accurate reflection of my heart or my character. This is where I stand. I stand with the black community in the fight against systemic racial injustice and police brutality and support the creation of real policy change that will make a difference. I condemn the years of oppression that have taken place throughout our black communities and still exists today. I acknowledge that we as Americans, including myself, have not done enough to fight for that equality or to truly understand the struggles and plight of the black community. I recognize that I am part of the solution and can be a leader for the black community in this movement. I will never know what it's like to be a black man or raise black children in America, but I will work every day to put myself in those shoes and fight for what is right. I have always been an ally, never an enemy. I am sick about the way my comments were perceived yesterday, but I take full responsibility and accountability. I recognize that I should do less talking and more listening. And when the black community is talking about their pain, we all need to listen. For that, I am very sorry, and I ask your forgiveness. That was from Drew Brees. On my phone, it says it was posted 8 minutes ago. So now I have Mike Triplett ready to go. He is our Saints reporter. And Mike, I imagine this is the first you're hearing of that. So I guess I would first ask, your reaction to Drew Brees and that apology on Instagram.
Thanks, Mike. It sounds like he has heard the comments that were addressed to him from teammates and a lot of people in this country alike, and acknowledge those. This is going to be a very difficult and important question now for the Saints if they can heal this. We know he did reach out to Malcolm Jenkins individually yesterday. Imagine he also reached out to some other teammates individually. They were actually scheduled to have a virtual team meeting already today. No doubt this topic will come up, but that apology probably helps, but it's going to take a lot more than that to heal this issue. It's going to take actions that prove he means it, because teammates expressed anger. Teammates expressed hurt. You saw it in that Malcolm Jenkins video. So passionate, tears in his eyes when he talked about how much respect he had for Drew Brees. And respect is a key word here, because he's not just a teammate. He is a leader of this team. They held him in a certain reverence. They were inspired by him. And it is going to take a lot for him to earn that back from them, if he will, from all 60-plus guys in that locker room.
Again, everything feels a little different after what I just read. But what can you tell us about the conversation you had with Brees yesterday?
I texted back and forth with Brees early in the afternoon yesterday before all of the fallout had really hit. And I think what was important to him at that time was still trying to maybe create a distinction between his stance on the anthem and his, support for his teammates and so many people in this country right now for the issues they're talking about, which he said he has always supported. He said it again in this statement, and that his actions have always been toward equality for all people. But I think what he has obviously learned from that statement till now is that he can't draw the distinction between the anthem and between, his feelings toward unity, and he needs to recognize that, obviously.